All right, thanks for tuning in to my madness. Welcome. Okay, so we are going to do look number 2 from my eyeshadow series that we are doing. And I'm going to show you the colors before we get started. Okay, this one is called Alive. It's kind of like a gold. It almost looks green right now, but it's more of like a gold. This is Lively, very orange. Fervent, burgundy, one of my faves. And Optimistic, because we have to highlight. Okay, we're gonna get started. Before you tune out, do not be afraid of these colors, okay? Don't just go for it. Just go for it. Have a little fun. It's fine. You'll be okay. I do have eye primer on. I highly, highly recommend eye primer. It creates a base for your shadow to stick to. It prevents creasing and it keeps your shadow on longer. Plus, it makes your color look more bold and pronounced than otherwise. Okay. Now, we're going to get started. I just have a regular brush. I'm going to go into Alive. We're going to do the whole lid. Okay, so I'm going to get a good, decent amount on my brush. Tap off, and then we're going to just put it on there. And I'm going to do the whole lid. Now, I understand that I have extra space that you might not have on my eye. So just pretend like this isn't here right now, okay? We're just doing, I'm going to do the lid just like you have a lid. You're going to do the whole lid in this color or in your color, but I'm going to show you how really you can do this with whatever colors you have on hand, just following the same pattern. Does that make sense? You're going to follow the same pattern. What is behind me? Somebody must have knocked this down. It was bugging me. It says good day. Good day. Good day to all. All right, so we've got the gold on. Now we're gonna go in with a different brush. I am gonna use a different brush that I literally had sitting right here so that I would not have to fumble. Here it is. Into Lively. This is a crease brush, so it is more compact and narrow, I would say. I'm gonna use this one to do, guess it, the crease. So I'm not coming all the way down. I'm just doing the crease. So if you don't have a crease, okay, if you have really small eyes or you have hooded eyes, you want to go about halfway up your lid and create this. Okay, so you might not have it, like I have an actual crease here. If you don't have one, you want to create the image, I want to pretend that you have one, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend. Okay, so go about halfway up your lid then, depending on the size of your eye. All right, and we're going to go back and forth with that. Don't be scared. It'll be okay. All right. Now, listen, you can use whatever brushes you have. I always say it's important to just use what you got, okay? What I need right now is my brush cleaner, though, because this brush is not clean, and I'm going to use this brush. Where is my brush cleaner? Oh, we'll use this for now. Okay, so I'm going to use this angled brush. But if you don't have an angled brush, just go back to your original brush and just take a gentle hand and do it that way, okay? All right, so we're going into Fervent now. And we're going to do the outside corner. So I like this brush because it's angled already and is kind of exactly the width that I want it to be. That is why I like this brush. But follow your bottom lid and follow that curve. That's how I learned to do this. So I follow that curve, and then I'm going to use the brush exactly as it is and turn it. And that's how far I'm going to create my corner in. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, we're going to follow. And I'm going to kind of use it. See how I'm just using it to create that outside V? That's what you're going to do. Okay. Keep your, if you make a mess, you can keep your foundation brush nearby and you can clean it up. See? Boop, boop. Boop, boop. We'll clean up after we blend. Okay. So I'm going to blend this first, and then we're going to use our Optimistic to highlight. I'm going to use a fluffy crease brush. I'm going to do little circles. And we're going to go back and forth here, windshield wipers. When in doubt, blend it out. So here's what I always say. You can always go back and add more color if you know, say you get to blending and you're like, you know what? I just blended out that color and now I can't see it. And now it doesn't look like I want it to look. You can always go back and add more. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be like, well, I guess that's it. I've done it. Now I'm stuck with what I've got. It doesn't have to be like that. You can always go back and add more. Okay, now with Optimistic, I'm going to go same brush. Optimistic, as you can see, I use a lot of it. Okay, and it's a little looser because it's like a shimmer. So we're going to tap it. We go right on the inside here. Same over here. Putting a light color on the inner part of your eye will always wake up your eye. Makes it look bigger and more awake. Oh, they're working on the house next door. Did you hear that? Okay, now I'm going to go above. So again, if you don't have all this extra space, that's okay. Go right above your crease or your made up crease and add this. And we're going to open our eye by doing that. We're going to put it on the outside here. And on the outside here. And it's going to make our eye look bigger and more awake. And if you are a hot mess mom like me, that is never a bad thing. All right, there we go. That's it. That wasn't so hard, right? Look, they were scary colors, but they don't look scary. They just look fun. They just look fun. All right, so that's it. Of course, that's not really it. Like, you can't just put on eyeshadow and then not put on mascara. What? So we're going to use 4D. All right, you're going to twirl, 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 twirl. I get all the excess off that I can. And this is true of any mascara, even if you don't have my fancy 4D mascara. I get as much excess off as I can. You always twirl. Do not pump. You will put air into your mascara tube and you will dry it out. And nobody likes dry mascara. The wetter, the better. Okay? And then I roll the wand. It's 360 degrees for a reason. So you can use it all. And you can do a little wiggle jiggle roll with this if you want. The 4D does have fibers built into it. So it creates long, wispy lashes. Kind of like lash extensions, but without all the muss and fuss and the price tag. Okay, we're going to go down below. Gently, gently, gently. Because I don't want to have mascara on my face. Now, the cool thing is you can continue to do more coats if you want. So you can go towards the end here and just keep rolling and they will keep getting longer, which is like crazy to watch. All right, so look at that. You see that madness? It's madness. Now, here's the thing. Are you a born skeptic? I'm a born skeptic. Maybe she just has really nice lashes. Maybe. Or maybe she just has really killer mascara. Because this, I can keep putting on. I can probably put 4 or 5 coats on of this. I just poked myself in the eye with this crazy wand. And it is never, ever gonna look like my 4D. Nope. Doesn't matter what I do. Just not gonna do it. So, if you haven't yet taken my 4D challenge, I'm gonna challenge you now. Try it. 2 full weeks. Use it. Use it as many times as you want. If you do not love it, I will get you your money back. That is my deal to you. And on that note, I'm going to pop off because I was trying to keep this short. Love and lashes.